Previously. The banning actually continues until the loss streak is broken on Progression Series Season 2. I get to go back to the banning next episode. I get to ban another card and hopefully even out the playing field here a bit. There are some pretty good options. Gage keeps getting better cards. You can rest assured I'm not going to hit premature fucking burial because I have one too. So, yep. And then hopefully we can take a fucking episode.
Something wacky that you're going to ban next time. You're going to be like, I'm going to ban Crass Clown, cards too good.
In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or one box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. But this time around, we'll be introducing side sets, a new banning system, and plenty of other fun surprises that you'll just have to watch to find out. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series Season 2. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code Cimoooooooo5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content. You know, I wasn't expecting to be back in the banning this quickly. I felt so good about last episode because our polls were insane. And unfortunately, Gage was just able to one-up us playing the strat that was the correct thing to do when I have limited ways to deal with certain cards. You know, that's just the game, ladies and gentlemen. And Gage is going to make it probably infinitely worse for me this episode because of Labyrinth of Nightmare. If you watch Season 1 of the Progression Series, you already know. So, we are going to figure out what card we are going to ban for today's episode. There's plenty of cards on the chopping block. Just like last time, there is Monster Reborn, Change of Heart. These are both pretty problematic. There's also Giant Trunade, which is a card I'm actually sort of inclined to hit on this banning because Giant Trunade allows Gage, especially when we're in this early stage where he's playing this sort of clown control-ish deck, the fact that he can just take everything back, get like free hits in with his guys, make sure that he has nothing to fear with my back row, especially because my back row's starting to look pretty competent. I actually think I want to ban Trunade for this episode because I just don't want to deal with him just being able to have free range to do whatever. Yeah, he has MST as well, but that's just a 1-for-1 card. I'm not as concerned about it. He does have other cards he could play as well, but I think Trunade's going to be the ban this time around. If for some reason we lose again, we can take out like Reborn or Change of Heart. I don't think there's anything too crazy. He can get a Labyrinth of Nightmare, but there is Torrential Tribute, so let's hope he doesn't get that. So Trunade's going to be the hit for the banning. It is now officially out of the Progression Series, and we are going to be moving on to Labyrinth of Nightmare.
4-0, ladies and gentlemen. You never thought you'd get to see the day. 4-0! Coming up on a hot win streak. Progression Series Season 2, it feels good. And it's probably thanks to a lot of these rewards from the wheel. No problem, I'm going to keep sitting in the winner's circle, and as long as I'm here, I'm going to keep spinning this wheel. Looking for any of the big wild cards. I'm still looking to avoid Snatch Steal because that's the one that I think it's one of the least powerful ones on the wheel. I don't really have any cards that Alex wants, and I don't want to give him any of my cards either. So I'm hoping not to spin that one. Let's see what I get from the wheel today. Big spin, something big. It's gonna be big. Okay, that was real close to Starlight Rare, bro, but the Wild Card Secret. Oh my god, on Pharaoh's Servant of nonetheless. I actually don't even have to pull up the thing. I already know what the secrets are. We got I.O. or Jinzo. I think I gotta take I.O. It's one of the most powerful anti-spell cards. Powerful in today's game, powerful back then. One of the most iconic cards in Progression Series Season 1. No way I can pass it down. I gotta add it to my collection. Big spin on the wheel, man. This 10% thing, it's getting out of control. Let's open Labyrinth of Nightmare. Let's see what we get today.
Labyrinth of Nightmare was released on March 1st, 2003. We are officially in 2003, and Labyrinth of Nightmare is definitely a bit of a mixed bag. There's a lot of good about this set, but there's also equally a lot of bad, as it is a typical 2003 set. One thing this set did introduce was the masks. We have Mask of Weakness, which is a card that Gage may just play just to further his control strategy. Mask of Dispel, being able to equip to a spell card, and Mask of the Accursed to a monster to burn the opponent for 500 per standby phase. If Gage is trying to play some sort sort of like control clown burn deck, like these are the cards he's going to be looking for. And of course, we have everyone's favorite from season 1, Fairy Box. Man, this card is annoying. It's a common as well, so Gage is most likely going to incorporate 3 copies into his deck. If there wasn't already enough to deal with Gage's deck, now we have to deal with this. This is one of the reasons I wanted to hit Giant Trunade, because now he can't like reset his Fairy Box or something just to like hold it for when he needs it. That way he's going to be forced to take the 500. And we also can't forget about Torrential Tribute, which is the card we're both going to be fiending after in this set. I had this in season 1 of the progression series and it did a ton of work. Neither of us really have a board wipe at the moment since I banned Raigeki previously, so getting a copy of this just to reset the board would be exceptional. There are some other cards in here, you know, United We Stand, Mage Power. These are pretty strong equip spells. Offerings to the Doomed is more removal at the cost of our draw phase. Interestingly enough, this card's pretty good because if we get into like a deck out situation, it actually makes us miss draw phases, so our deck artificially becomes larger. And with the way that this episode could go, we may want to account for the fact that deck out might be a possibility. And then we have some LON classics like Jowgin, Kaiku, Bazu, the Soul Eater. All these cards are fantastic, as well as the Spirit Monsters for their respective attributes. If it only weren't for the fact that all of them are level 4, so we're not going to be able to do anything under Gravity Bind. If there's one card I'm really going to be hoping for in this episode, it's Tornado Bird. It's a flip effect, return 2 spell or trap cards on the field to their owner's hand. So this doesn't directly deal with the cards that Gage has in his back row, but it at least gives us a window of opportunity that if we set this, we may be able to actually get ourselves in a position where we can maybe kill him right before he's able to reset these cards. There's also stuff like Destiny Board in here as well. Dark Door is another annoying control card that we may have to deal with. Ekabu Drakmord is removal, but it's really bad removal. I think we have better cards. Vengeful Bog Spirit, another control tool as well. So Labyrinth of Nightmare is notorious for being very control oriented, and I'm nervous that that's the way this episode is going to go. And of course, we have to, as always, open the pity pack. I'm not sure if there's anything good in Tournament Pack 3. Pot of Greed would be sick if we didn't already have one. I guess we can, you know, add another copy to the pool. If we could play multiple of this, that would be amazing. White Hole is interesting too. Like, it's fine, but Gage doesn't even have Dark Hole, but we'll add to the collection. Let's go ahead and rip open 24 packs of Labyrinth of Nightmare.
So Labyrinth of Nightmare is a little bit on the weaker side of the sets here. There's nothing too crazy I'm looking for, actually. I'm just going to open up the packs, and I don't think there's really any shot I'm going to ever mulligan these packs. Doesn't matter what I get, but let's see how lucky we get. Fairy Box, iconic card for progression series, and Gillisaurus. Okay, cool. Dark Door, these are actually some of the cards I'm looking for here. I'm looking for Dark Door as well as Vengeful Bog Spirit. Spiritualism is actually a pretty cool card to out Imperial Order in today's game when it was still legal, but I'm looking for Dark Door and Vengeful Bog Spirit. I'm going to double down on my clown strategy here, and those are the best cards for it. Ryokyu Field as a super rare. This card's bad. It's really bad. Oh my god, Commander format. Bro, what Deck Master format? Whatever it's called, bro. Whenever we do progression series Deck Master. Last Warrior from Another Planet. Fierce card, dude. When am I gonna get Cyberstein? Hopefully soon. I'll be bumping. And then another Fairy Box there. Mask of Restrict. Again, not really that useful of a card here. I'm still looking for Vengeful Bog Spirits. Again, a lot of the hauls in this set aren't great. There's a card of Safe Return, which is broken, but that's like literally the top end of the set here. So I mean, if I can pull it, that's nice. But if not, you know what? It is what it is. Oh, Mage Power. Okay, that's actually a pretty good equip spell here. Alex was on an equip spell strategy last time, so I might have to play Taylor the Fickle and stuff that we pulled from last set to accommodate. But this is one of the best equip spells actually at the time here. Set 5 back row, equip anything with Mage Power. It's fucking huge.
All right, so 24 packs of Labyrinth of Nightmare coming right up. Let's go ahead and just get into the first pack because I want to talk about some of the cards I'm really hoping to get. Unfortunately, this pack has none of them. Okay, there's a Tornado Bird in pack number 3. Like I said, I think this is probably playable just because Gage is on this control strat. I'm not expecting to OTK him or anything, but this at least gives us a window of opportunity that we can actually break his board and take control of the game. Also, Bait Doll is technically spell and trap removal. That's like half decent. This also shuffles itself back into the deck, so that way it makes it harder for us to deck out. This is probably going to go in the main deck for sure. Mask of Weakness is a nice pickup, but unfortunately, Gage is playing a control deck that really doesn't care that much about combat, and so this is going to go in the bank for now. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the first of many copies of Fairy Box. Of course, we're going to play this card too, and I guess what makes me nervous is that Gage could just play this sort of like control burn strat, where Fairy Box actually is rather inconsequential, so that makes me a bit nervous, but we have to play it. This card's insane. There's Zombira the Dark. I actually think we missed out on this card in Season season 1 of the progression series, because this card is crazy. 2100 on a 4-star can just contest almost everything. The problem is this card doesn't work under Gravity Bind and also can't attack directly. So unfortunately, I think we might give it a pass this time around.
Ooh, another one. Man, that sucks, dude. That really sucks. I haven't pulled any Vengeful Bog Spirit, a common card in this set, dude. What's going on right now? I just need that. Royal Command. All right, pretty cool for stopping, we used it for Shadalls later on in the game, dude. Keep getting a lot of these ultra rares. I'm not getting what I want, though. It's very strange. Oh, man, that's another killer ultra rare, dude. United We Stand. Those equip spells, really, really powerful, actually. Gain 800 for each monster on the field. Things gonna get beefy real quick. Imagine United We Stand and Mage Power. OTK, dude. Good night. Kaiku. Oh, man, that's a big pull, too, bro. That's a really good super rare monster there. I think back in the day, Kaiku was actually able to banish anything from the graveyard, but I think for our necessary rules, we're gonna be using it only able to banish monsters. That's as it originally was intended.
Spiritualism is technically spell and trap removal. It bounces a spell or trap your opponent controls to the hand. This card's activation and effect can't be negated, which is nice. So I'm a bit iffy about this. It's just a 1-for-1, but again, it doesn't like destroy it like MST. But if Gage only has like a Gravity Bind up and we can just get a field full of monsters, like we can just Spiritualism it back and just maybe hit for game. Amphibian Beast is a nice tribute monster. I mean, we already have a Jinzo, so we probably don't need this, but again, Gravity Bind and all the stall tactics, like a card like this is just actually useless. Okay, there's our first offerings to the Doomed. Pretty crazy considering it's been 15 packs, but it's nice to have at least one of this. I'm probably gonna play this because again, with deck out possibly being on the table this time around, and also it's more removal. You can never really have too much removal, and with just annoying cards like Dream Clown and Mystic Tomato and all this other bullshit, like just having more removal is good. Okay, there's our second offerings back to back. I think that completes the Mask of Weakness playset as well. So overall, like the commons are looking pretty good. Still only one Tornado Bird. I would like to see Torrential in the last 8 here, ideally. Okay, ask and you shall receive. There's a second Tornado Bird. Like I said, probably gonna main deck this in all honesty, and another Bait Doll as well. I'd like to get 3 of this if possible.
There we go. That's the second Vengeful Bog Spirit. I was keeping track of this time though, so this is actually already a really good opening then. I was looking for this. This is gonna be the weirdest thing that I wouldn't have pulled if I didn't get any, but so far it's been very accommodating. I'd like a Mask of the Accursed because that's one of the equip spells that burns, but we've gotten really lucky on our equip spells, man. United We Stand and Mage Power, it's gonna be a hell of a match today. Oh my god, a second Kaiku too, bro. Wow, this deck is gonna be really, really strong. That's so huge, dude. 2 Kaiku. All right, last few packs here. Can I get anything big in the close? Nothing absolutely bonkers. You know, we didn't get any card of safe return or anything, but overall, I think we got on the upside of the... Oh my god. Bro, this is like the best fucking Labyrinth and Nightmare opening ever! Card a safe return! And he's naked! That's fucking huge, bro. Oh my god, dude. Card a safe in the next to last pack. I don't even know if I will let Alex know I pulled this, dude. It's like painful choice where we're not going to use it at the moment, but you best believe later down in the line, card of safe return. All right, give me this last pack, but I really don't even care what's in it. Gemini Elf! Why am I so lucky? Oh my god, just put it in the collection. I don't even have to think. Obviously, 1900, the largest beat stick in the game currently for vanillas, but yo, what an opening! All right, man, I gotta get brewing, dude. This is unreal.
That rounds out the offerings to the Doomed playset too, so we have a lot of removal we can work with, and hopefully that's gonna help keep us in the game. Dark Spirit of the Silent. This is an interesting trap. Activate when your opponent's monster declares an attack. Negate the attack, select another face-up monster your opponent controls. The monster attacks that instead, and if it's in face-up defense, change it to attack position. So if Gage wants to get cheeky with like a Dream Clown or something, we could force him to attack something else. It goes into attack. If it goes into attack and it actually has a larger attack than Dream Clown, it would kill it, but at that rate, we could just play better removal. So I'm not sure about this one. All right, only a few packs left of Labyrinth of Nightmare. We've gotten some pretty good pulls. Double Tornado Bird was nice. We got a Spiritualism, a few Bait Dolls, just like some okay cards, but I really, really want to see a Torrential here in the last 3 packs. Well, there's an Ultra, but it's not the Ultra trap we wanted. It's Mask of Restrict. Maybe this will come up like in the future potentially, but like right now, I don't think this card is that good, so it's gonna go in the bin for now. Let's go ahead and go to our second to last pack. Nothing great in that one either. Please close with a Torrential. Can we get some of that last pack luck? Doesn't look like it. I don't really think it's worth doing a respin on this set because there isn't like a huge payoff here, right? So I think we're going to hold on to our redoer tickets. We got pretty much everything we were looking for sans the torrential, so I'm feeling pretty good. I got an idea for this episode. I'm not too confident about it, but let's go ahead and get the deck building.
Clown control, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like we're finally getting our grips with the deck here. We've got a lot of actual floodgates we've added to the deck this episode. We got Vengeful Bog Spirit, which is a really good continuous spell card here. Monsters can't attack the turn they are summoned. Gives me kind of Magic the Gathering, you know, summoning sickness vibes. And then we also pair it with Dark Door, where only one monster can attack during each battle phase. I have a feeling Alex is going to play Fairy Box, one of the most iconic Progression Series cards this episode. So, you know, if he plays Fairy Box, we're going to make it a little bit difficult for him to get value off it by playing a card like Dark Door. As for one monster attacking during each battle phase, it's not a problem for us. We can soup any of our dudes up with United We Stand, plus, you know, actually, what, Mage Power, wherever that bad boy is, right here. So anything that we bake is going to get beefy. I can't play True Nade. Alex did ban True Nade, so I got to take out True Nade from the deck and replace it with something here. Oh god, I don't know what. I mean, I guess it's pretty easy. We're going to put in the, the Imperial Order. I know we got a lot of spell cards here too, but at this stage of the game, Imperial Order is optional. So we're able to not pay the 700 during our standby phase to get rid of it and keep all of our spells online while negating Alex's on his turn. Obviously, one of the most powerful cards in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. It is now in our collection. It's also in Alex's though, so we got to be a little bit weary. Essentially, this deck, we're going to be trying to control the game with the Floodgates. Swords is at 1-2. This has been one of the most impactful cards in the early stages of the Progression Series here. We're going to try to control the game early, you know, shut down things, slow down the game with Dark Door, Vengeful Bog Spirit, so we're able to just stick Crass Clown or Dream Clown and control the board from there. Cards like Minor Goblin Official to burn Alex out when he's 3,000 or less, and then Chain Energy is a card that he doesn't have spell trap removal. Very, very important. Somebody else was in that predicament last season. So since he doesn't have any removal, Chain Energy is going to be able to eat him alive if he continues to try to play cards to out our board state. Any of these floodgates like Vengeful Bog Spirit or Dark Door, if he wants to answer them, he's going to have to spend life points to do it. The goal was going to be to build up a board and then equip everything and then Mage Power onto one guy, just attack with it for game after True Nading. But unfortunately, I don't have True Nade anymore. Not a big deal though. I think everything is still pretty much as it stands. Change of Heart is going to be the blog card this episode too. If I can see Change of Heart, I'm able to take a monster off of his board, put it to mine. I can do anything with it, including attack. So hopefully that'll fix the gap for game here. Kaiku's going to be our strong monster here. If he's still on that Mystic Plasma Zone, this gets boosted. And also on top of that, it's going to banish 2 from his graveyard, which is nuts. I took out Gravity Bind because he was on it last episode, and I think he's going to still try to build his deck under level 4s. So I'll side the Gravity Bind just in case he decides to do something else. As well as Magic Drain, you know, Tail the Fickles if he wants to go back on his one strategy. I don't got much else to say. It's a pretty solid clown control deck. I'm hoping to see a lot of these floodgates and prevent Alex from playing the game. Hopefully catch another dub. 5-0, bro. He can have another ban. It's not going to matter. Let's see what he's on.
All right, so you may look at this and think that I've gone off the deep end, but I actually have some theory here. So this is the deck we're bringing. I'm not super confident with it, but I really like this ratio of 20-10-10. And when some of the things start to make a little bit more sense, you might see why I went in this particular direction. So I decided to try to play around what Gage might be up to as best as possible. I imagine he's going to be throwing Gravity Binds and Fairy Boxes and the like at us. And with barely any spell and trap removal, we are going to have to find a way to deal with that. So introducing the deck we are playing today. So Gravity Bind is the biggest card that I'm concerned with because last episode I could just like not attack, right? So to play around that, I'm actually playing a majority of my deck as level 3 monsters. Armored Zombie and Dragon Zombie are the biggest 3-star monsters that came out in Metal Raiders, and 1500 is actually big enough to hit into a defense position Crass Clown, and 1600 is even better, right? So the theory here is that Gage sits pretty comfortably behind a Dream Clown and a Gravity Bind. I can just drop one of these guys, hit into the Dream Clown, and unless he has like Rush Recklessly exactly or some way to like protect the clown that isn't Gravity Bind, then we should be able to clear it. And ideally he's not going to be expecting this, so that may actually be an advantage in game 1 specifically. Another advantage of Armored Zombie is that we can actually search it off Mystic Tomato. So Mystic Tomato doesn't work under Gravity Bind, but Armored Zombie does, so that's pretty cool. We do have a Crass Clown and 2 Dream Clowns of our own, so I figured if we're going with this sort of like control-ish strategy too, we may as well play our Dream Clowns, because if we get initiative, if we can just like pop Gage's board, summon our own Dream Clown, then he's going to be in trouble, and it's going to be essentially flipped like how it's been in the past several episodes. Cyberjar is of course here in case things get hairy. Jinzo is our ticket to victory. If this card outs Gravity Bind, it outs Fairy Box, it outs any of the bullshit in his deck. It obviously loses to his removal like Fisher and the like, and obviously when we're dealing with stuff like Change of Heart, it's going to be annoying, but ideally if we can drop this and he doesn't have removal, we should just be able to clean up the game pretty quickly. Sengen's semi-limited still, which is pretty nice, so we can take advantage of that while we can. We're also playing the 2 Tornado Bird. The opportunity for us to be able to bounce back like gravity binds, fairy boxes, and the like, so that way we can swing in with some of our monsters and maybe actually get a game off, especially if Gage is paying for fairy box every single turn. If he gets down to like 2,000 or 3,000 life points, we just need a couple of our big zombies just to hit in, and the 2 giant soldier of stone, because on top of being a 2k defender, it's also a level 3, so we could actually attack with this thing if we absolutely have to, and it's big enough to kill a dream clown, which is pretty funny. The spells are interesting because a card like Bait Doll came out in Labyrinth of Nightmare, but Bait Doll doesn't really do anything against cards like Gravity Bind, against cards like Fairy Box. Same thing with a card like Nobleman of Extermination. They don't actually deal with the threat, they just force Gage to preemptively activate it. So it's basically a -1 just to force Gage to preemptively use a card that he would probably be otherwise using anyway. I guess the trade-off is it may protect one of our monsters from dying if it's like a Fairy Box, but like, I don't think that's a good enough reason to play Bait Doll. So Cold Wave is one of the few cards that actually does something. If we're in a strong position, say we like, you know, Tornado Bird stuff back to his hand, we could like Cold Wave and then he can't reset it, which is pretty funny. So there is like some play with this card there. Delinquent Duo is here just to rip the good cards out of his hand because he's going to hold Change of Heart, Reborn, and the like for the last possible second. Double Fisher and triple Offerings to the Doomed. I don't want to deal with Dream Clown in the slightest, and so I don't care if I lose my draw phase. Honestly, with Fairy Box and everything, and Gage might be playing some weird like chain burn stall strategy. I just want to make sure I can kill his stuff as fast as possible. That way I'm going to retain the initiative and I'm going to be in control of the game. So I want to have as much removal as possible. Pot of Greed, Premature Burial, and 1 Spiritualism. This is another card that we pulled that actually deals with a face-up Gravity Bind, that deals with a face-up Fairy Box. It doesn't actually destroy it. He can reset it again on the next turn, but at least it gives us a window of opportunity to maybe close out a game if life points are low. Then for the trap cards, double Fairy Box, because this is the MVP card of the set, and this is going to basically be what the entire set is centralized around. Imperial Order and Magic Drain for Gage's overpowered spells. Triple Michizure. The thing is, we didn't get to see this in the last episode, but I think this is incredibly strong, assuming Gage isn't playing like the Nobleman of Exterminations or anything, just to completely just get rid of these. But like, anytime he pops something with Dream Clown, we can just pop something of his, so it's a fair trade there. We just never saw these last time. 1 Robin Goblin is here just to get the good power cards out of Gage's hand. If we see a window, if we can hit under Gravity Bind, we're able to start ripping cards out, and that's going to ensure that we can hopefully take a lead. And 2 copies of Solemn Wishes. So the reason this is in here is because I think Gage is going to play some chain burn bullshit deck, and Solemn Wishes allows us to gain 500 life points every single draw phase. That means that we're going to be able to actually counteract any burn strategy from like Burning Land or Chain Energy. And if Gage isn't playing this card himself, then that actually puts us in a more advantageous position, because then we're always going to be ahead on life. I imagine he's going to have something, but I think this is probably one of the best like recovery cards we can play. If he's not on that strategy, we can obviously side this out, but I just have a feeling he's going to be on that. Now the side deck is where things are interesting. So we have 4-star Ladybug of Doom in case Gage is just going in a completely different direction, maybe going like full aggro with like just big bodies and things like that. We can just drop this. This card's like okay against him, but he doesn't have that many level 4, so I'm not that concerned. Morphing Jar number 2 can just out weird shit, so I just want to have it in here as well. I am playing triple Zombira the Dark just in case he isn't playing the Gravity Bind bullshit, so I can actually bring these in and have like bigger bodies, because like my attack stack caps out at like 1600 in this deck, which is pretty pathetic. 2 Prohibition. You might think I would want to main deck this, but it's weird because like if Gage already has the cards on the field, it doesn't do anything. So I think this card is better when I know I'm going to be going first, so I want to have it in the sideboard for that. Triple Infinite Dismissal. This is a card we didn't get to see last time around, but I think this card is actually insane. If we get initiative, can drop a body or 2, and then if Gage is trying to take the board back and he goes like Summon Dream Clown, we can just Infinite Dismissal it, and like we're going to be sitting pretty, right? And then 3 of like the worst card in Yu-Gi-Oh, but we may have to play this just because of the deck Gage might be playing, Metal Detector. This card reads, you can activate this card when a continuous trap card is activated. Negate all continuous trap cards during the turn this card is activated. So if Gage were to flip a Fairy Box or a Gravity Bind, we can actually not only just negate that card, we can negate all of them. Now, this only lasts for a turn, but we're pretty desperate for any sort of card that can actually like give us a window of opportunity here, right? And so this was like the best card I could find. I actually think this is better than something like Bait Doll, because this at least like addresses the problem, right? This will at least give me a turn to actually get some damage in, take out a Dream Clown, just do something. And so it's bad, but we kind of have to play it, especially if he's going to be on some major stun deck this time around, because LON just facilitates that far too well. We need to be as prepared as possible. So honestly, not feeling too good. I think we have a lot of good theory with this deck, but Gage is just on a win streak right now, and it's going to be really hard to topple it. Hopefully we get to see the theory in work here, and hopefully we can really catch him off guard by not playing anything that loses to Gravity Bind, fine. That's the best case scenario. Let's see if we can get the first win of the progression series. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to duel. You know, Gage, I felt pretty good going into last week. I thought I had like a decent shot, and then we saw how that went. So here we are once again, another banning down. How's it feel to no longer have giant Trunade?
Man, dude, it never gets easy now, dude. Seeing all the cards get picked out of my collection, I have a feeling I'm going to be able to see that for the next few episodes, dude. Man, how's it feel to win like your first game the other day, though, bro? When's that going to happen again? I'm waiting for it.
It felt great. Yeah, at the time we're recording this, the MRL episode just aired, and and then we got hit back to reality in PSV. So that's how it goes. That's how it goes.
I'm happy to put you back into the loser circle again, dude. I bet you're having a blast recapping all the sets for all the people, dude. Now you know how it feels to be me in season 1.
Fair point. I mean, I guess you did it once, so I guess it's only fair that I do as well. I do enjoy it. It's very challenging trying to figure out like very creative ways to deal with whatever you've been coming up with, just because of how like much of a better card pool you have. So I have been enjoying that going into each episode. I haven't been enjoying losing, but you know, we're at least getting creative in deck building,
Weird,
right?
Man. I didn't either. I can't say I did either. Well, hopefully you came up with something creative for today. I actually think I brewed up something cool too. So
Okay.
I'm excited to see what you came up with.
I'm very scared for what you could have brewed up with, because Labyrinth of Nightmare isn't exactly known for fun gameplay, but we'll see. We'll see.
Right.
Let's shout out the patron. It is Gage's Huge Revolution. I figured that one is very appropriate given the circumstances.
Very.
And we're losing the die roll. That's already a great omen. All right, buddy, what you doing?
All right, dude, the easy card, like the free one, it's been too good. So I'm going to just go second and hopefully carry through with the same stats that we've been doing before. Good luck.
Yeah, seems pretty good. You as well. I do agree that having the extra card is good. I think it's been like a bit different since we've started getting actual trap cards, right? That's been just, slightly different than before. Okay, well, I'll go to main 1 here, and I'm going to go ahead and run out a Dream Clown.
Okay, all right, that seems familiar.
I'm going to set 2, and I'm going to throw it to you, buddy. Go ahead.
All right, man, I'm going to draw for turn here. I will go standby main.
Sure.
All right, I'll start the turn by fissuring, getting rid of the Dream Clown.
Yeah, makes sense. He wasn't long for this earth.
He was not. I will follow up with a normal summon of my own here. This time, Witch of the Black Forest.
She seems pretty good. Sure.
Yeah, as you can see, my conundrum there, a little bit smaller than your Dream Clown.
Just slightly.
I'll go battle phase. I'll poke you for 11.
I'll take it.
Nice. I'll go main 2. I'll follow it up with a Chain Energy, my friend. Chain Energy.
I knew you were going to keep playing this bullshit. Yeah.
I know
all
you
right.
don't got the removal for it, man. Have fun paying 5 for everything you do. Go
It's
ahead,
going
your
to be a
turn.
blast. All right. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. We'll go into main 1 here, which is annoying. I'll pay 5. I'm going to normal summon Armored Zombie.
What are you on? Yep, okay.
I will kill the witch.
Yep, all right. I'll take 400 life, and then I will get my search off of Witch.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. For Witch of the Black, how big is that thing?
1,500. Nothing you can search with witch can kill it, fool.
That's just a lie. I'm sorry to tell you. Yeah, that was just wrong. I'm gonna search a new card actually.
Okay.
Am I? What do I want, Alex? Dude, there's a lot of decisions to make.
Yeah, this isn't Sangad. Yeah, I was thinking it's the other ones.
Yeah, no, it's the whole card pool, bro. I'll pick up off of my Witch of the Black Forest a Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer.
Oh, he's destroying, all right. Cool.
Oh, he is.
Second main, I guess I will pay another 5, and I will set 1, and I'll throw it your way.
Chain Energy's been putting in work.
Yep.
I will draw. I will go standby phase, main phase, okay?
Sure.
I'll pay 500, and I will summon this Kaiku in my hand.
It's fine with me.
Cool. I'm going to go battle phase. I'm going to poke over your Armored Zombie.
I'll take the 3 here.
Okay, and then I will activate Kaiku, and I'll banish the 2 monsters in your graveyard there.
So you can't actually banish the one that Kaiku kills. It's just
Oh, it's only
other
on battle
ones.
damage. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Correct. Yeah. So Dream Clown to go, Armored Zombie will say. I don't think that matters. I don't have Reborn, but actually I do have Premature Burial though, so it could.
You
matter,
do?
but-
You do? So it's
yeah.
kind of huge. All right, cool. So you took 300 for that. I'll just go main 2. Your move, Alex. Go ahead.
We'll draw main 1. Oh, it's not great. All right, we'll Fisher him off.
Yep.
Take him out. I will pay 5, set 1, throw it to you.
Exciting. I will draw.
Thrilling.
Stand by main. Chain Energy's putting in a lot of work, dude. I'm going to pay 5 myself here, and I'm going to summon out a Sangan.
Sure.
Cool. I'll go battle phase, and I'll poke you for a grand.
I'll take it.
Main 2. All right, your turn, dude. Go ahead.
This is just death by 1,000 cuts at this point. All right, main 1. I'm gonna bring out, after I pay 5, a Dream Clown.
Sure.
We'll hit Sangan.
200.
Yep.
No problem. And then I will get a Search of Sangan.
Yes, you will.
All right, off Sangan, I will pick up a Giant Rat.
That seems pretty good. Over to you, buddy.
All right, man, I'll draw. Standby phase, main phase.
Sure.
Okay, I'll pay 5. I'll summon Giant Rat here.
Sure.
I will go battle phase, and I will poke into your Dream Clown.
All right, I'm going to activate a new card here. It is Offerings to the Doom.
Oh my god, target 1 face up on the list. Also skip your next drop. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Card seems like poop. It seems bad,
Kill
dude,
off the Giant Rat.
That's fine. That's fine. Goodbye, Giant Rat. I don't get the effect. Let's see here. This is battle phase. Okay, I'll go main phase 2. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to be paying a little bit of life here. Okay. I'm going to pay 5. It is technically a little bit of life. I'll pay 5 here, and I will activate Swords of Revealing Light, freshly at 1.
Here we go. Of course. When it's at 1, you still draw it.
Yeah, freshly at 1. But at least you can't get in some chip damage here. I'm not going to put any monster on the board because this Dream Clown's just going to tear him apart. It is your turn, dude.
All right. I will not draw. I accidentally ended my turn here.
No, you can play.
So.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll
okay, thank
kindly
you.
allow you to do it.
Thank you. I was trying to just draw for turn here, but I can't, is what I was trying to say, because Offerings of the Doom skips my draw phase. So, fucking swords, man. Every goddamn time. Well, I guess I just subconsciously knew that I was just going to be passing the turn. So, yeah, go ahead.
I'm glad you thought ahead. All right,
Turn
cool.
1 on swords. Like,
turn?
it's so frustrating dealing with that
is.
card. Where are my weather reports?
Oh, did you side them, bro, for the 1 sword? A little bit too
Don't
late.
try me, buddy. Don't try me. I thought about it.
All right, I will draw for turn. Oh, that's so nice. That feels so good to do. I will go to my standby and then my main.
Yep. It's not like you're in a rush.
No, sir. No rush. Kind of hoping you would do something, bud. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I was kind of hoping.
Buddy, I was hoping to do something too.
I'm going to pay 5, and I'm going to activate... This card's probably pretty good for me at this point. I'm going to activate the Shallow Grave.
Interesting. We each get to take one and special it, correct?
Yep.
So what are you going to target?
I'm going to target my Witch of the Black Forest.
You're going to target Witch. I have a
You got 1 target. Nice
zombie.
armored zombie, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a free monster.
Dope. Okay. I will take my Witch special. They both get
Face
sacked.
down defense.
Yep. I got nothing else for this turn.
That was thrilling.
Yeah.
All right. We'll draw. Let's go to main 1. Is there anything I can do? At least I get to draw. You know, that was nice.
Yeah, right?
I guess I'll get this over with now. Let's just pop the Witch.
Yep. I will get my Witch search.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
All right. Well, off of Witch, I'll grab my own Dream Clown. Seems pretty good.
It seems all right. Probably going to be the best chance for me to do this, so I guess I'll go for it. I'm going to sack Dream Clown for Jinzo.
Pay 5.
Pay 5. I'll pay 5, sure.
Yeah, all right.
I'm going to flip Armored Zombie.
Yeah.
I'm going to activate Spiritualism, bounce swords back to your hand.
Oh, yo. Ooh, you nice with it. Okay, yeah, sure.
Battle 1524.
Yep.
Nice chain energy, idiot.
Hey, I'm not dead yet, bro.
You're not. But have fun activating 1 card the rest of the game. I'll pay 5 and set 1. Your turn.
All right, I'll draw.
Draw your last pathetic card, fool. You're not gonna play
shut up,
else.
bro. Shut up. Oh,
Swords is nice, but it's not gonna fucking buy you more life points.
It won't. Oh, did I just lose to this shit, bro? Oh my god. Oh man, my hand is stacked too.
You can play 1 card for the rest of the game.
That's unreal. My hand is so stacked. Oh no. Oh, that's so fucked. All right, well, I'll go out with a bang. I'll activate the Change of Heart on your Jinzo. I'll pay my 5.
Sure.
I'll take it.
You want the zombie, right?
No, I don't want the zombie. No, kill the fucking zombie. Yeah, I don't know why I'm just a formality. Let me see these back row though.
Why am I'm not showing you back row.
Because you're a good friend, and
I'm not gonna show you shit.
Yeah, all right. Let's just go game 2. Unbelievable. Oh, that sucks. Oh no. Bro, man, I thought for sure I had that game. I was telling you, dude. And then the chain energy, it came back to bite me in my own ass. Yeah.
Feel good. Game 1 win. Good start. Good start.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first time you'll ever win the first game.
I know.
All right, now I'm going to sweep you up the last 2 games here. It's going to be easy. I'm going to elect to go second again. I feel like that's the right choice. So,
Makes sense.
Good luck, bud.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's hope our opening is a bit better than last time. it's fine. This may look similar to before. I'm gonna go Dream Clown, set 2 pass.
No doubt.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. I will go standby phase main.
Sure.
All right, well, cool. This time I have a bigger card than your Dream Clown. I'm going to summon Mystic Tomato.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, I will go battle phase with the tomato, and I'll poke over this clown.
Thinking how I want to deal with this. It's not great. I think I'm gonna offerings the tomato.
Oh, yeah, don't draw for turn, bro. Absolutely, no problem. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that gets rid of the tomato. I don't get the effect.
Correct.
I will go main phase 2, and I will activate good old chain energy.
He's back. Yep.
All right, hopefully I don't lose to my own one this. Go ahead, bro. Your turn.
Okay, I will not draw for turn, and I will not immediately skip here because we can do something. I'm going to pay 5. We're going to bring out the armored zombie. He's back.
Yep.
We're going to hit you for 27.
I'm going to take 27. No problem.
And then I'll just throw it your way, buddy. Who needs to draw?
I mean, me. I will draw. And then I will go standby phase, and then I will go main phase.
Yeah, that's good.
I will pay 500. This card you haven't seen yet. It was in my last week's tech profile, too. I will be summoning the Fiend Mega Cyber.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
okay,
kinda,
yeah.
You know, Goodwill Cyber Dragon there, but he gets the job done.
Yeah, I think that might be an insult to Cyber Dragon to call this thing, compare it, but yeah, fine.
He gets the job done. Let's see here. I will go battle phase, and I'll kill this Dream Clown here.
On attack declaration.
What do you got?
How lucky you feeling, buddy?
Hey, game on, bro. Let's go.
Let's go.
Right. Okay, so.
All right, so I call it.
Yeah, all right.
And you know, buddy, heads always shreds. This is my episode. I can't wait to just 2-0 you, clean this up.
Oh,
let's fucking
what the
go,
fuck,
baby.
bro?
Let's
Come on.
go.
How do I
Take the 12. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Get him out. Get him out.
Shut up, bro. How do I miss all my coin flips this season, but you hit the one that means everything? Oh, my God. Wow. I just lose, I think, then.
Do
that
you
sucks.
really? Is it over?
No, but that sucks, bro. Holy shit.
Oh, man, it feels good. Big play right there. Big play.
Yeah. Damn, bro. Oh, my God. Fairy box. All right, I'll go main 2. All right, well, I will pay 500, and I will set this card. Go ahead, your turn.
Okay. I mean, it may save you from dying at the very least. We'll see. All right. Standby. I have to pay 500 for Fairy Box because I would like to keep this card around. It seems pretty good.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah. Main phase 1 here. So what can we do? Yeah. I'm going to use the clown. Let's pop the set. Let's see what we're working with.
I'll activate Witch.
That's figures. Yeah, it's fine. I didn't think you'd be like dumb enough to set something like for no reason. So
hey man, I just literally activated Prohibition for nothing last turn. Like it's anything's possible. All right, well let's see what this does here. I'll add a Morphing Jar number 2 from deck to hand.
Trippy. This is not the way I was expecting to use this card, but I think this is actually the play here. I am going to normal summon Tornado Bird.
Yeah, this card's sick. Yeah, I didn't get any of this, man. Damn. Okay, cool. Tornado Bird. Yeah.
It's pretty sick too because it has 1100 attack. This puts you at exactly 500 life points.
Yeah. Can you do me a favor, bud? Can you take your 500? Make me feel good at least. make me feel like make me feel like Chain Energy did something.
Sure,
except
sorry,
make me
sorry.
lose
I'll take
these
the
last
5
two
for playing the
goals.
Tornado Bird. Excuse me, and then have fun, buddy. Go ahead.
Bro, let me just go out on the record. Fuck you, MBT, bro. He's the one that said this card, Chain Energy, was unbeatable. He said, dude, Alex has no spell trap removal. What's he gonna do? Bro, I lost twice to the own card. Oh my God. I'm gonna play Prohibition. I'm gonna fucking call myself. Good game, dude. No.
We did it! We won a game! Woo!
Yeah, it was your fairy box, bro. It was your fairy box.
It was the fairy box. The fairy box carried hard, for sure.
I expected you to play the most iconic card of the progression series, though. I expected it.
Yeah.
That's why I was trying to, man. I was trying to... You didn't even get to see half my floodgates.
I did.
Wow. Dude, I played, like, literally Vengeful Bog Spirit.
I knew you were going to play this garbage. I knew you were going to play this garbage.
Didn't even get to play
God.
him. Yeah, didn't even get to play him, dude.
Thank
Yeah, I was
God.
hoping to, like, lock down the game and just control with my clowns.
Yep.
But, nah, you out-tempoed me there. I gotta know, man. Fucking, what are you on, dude? Armored Zombie, offerings to the doomed?
Hear me out. Okay, so here's the logic. Armored Zombie, and by extension, you didn't get to see this, Dragon Zombie. are level 3. I was playing around your gravity bind.
I sided the gravity binds because I thought you might do that.
Last game, I got shafted, and I have no reliable way to out that card. And you also have like Masks of Darkness and shit to like add it back to your hand. So my idea was to just play all cards that can't get, like, just don't lose the gravity bind, basically. Or, like, deal with it, like Tornado Bird, or, like, Mystic Tomato, which will just search something that can actually do something under gravity bind. So I can't, like, directly deal with it, but at least I can still play. And these two monsters specifically, Zombie's cool because I can actually get it off of a tomato. It's 1,500. But also, they're big enough to hit over not only Dream Clown's attack, but Crass Clown's defense at 14. So that was important. So I was actually running triple Dragon Zombie, triple Armored Zombie, just to hope that you were going to play this deck, and I was going to be able to always play under Gravity Bind and never have to worry about it. I think Mystic Tomato was, like, the only 4 in my deck that I was playing that, like, basically just didn't matter at all. Then the Offerings to the Doom. So the reason for this is you always got yourself in a situation where you had like Dream Clown plus like Swords or Rush Recklessly or card to protect Dream Clown. So I figure if I play Offerings to the Doomed, I don't get to draw, but I can re-tempo take the board because now you don't have your Dream Clown to basically just blank whatever my next summon is. So it's iffy, but I actually think it did the job. And then by extension of that, I was also playing, oh man, I was playing fucking the Infinite Dismissal main deck. So the theory was if you have like a clown that's already summoned, Infinite Dismissal doesn't kill it. So I needed to have a way to kill your clown that isn't going to lose to your back row and doesn't lose to me not being able to attack you. So it is definitely a loss in card advantage, but I think for this specific instance, if we're playing control versus control, it doesn't really matter that much, and I can afford to take that because then if I get a Dream Clown, if you summon anything, then I can just go, okay, Infinite Dismissal, then whatever you summon, because you're playing like Dream Clouds and shit, are just gonna die anyway. So that's why that was there. Oh man, Gage, I was so deep. I was main decking Solemn Wishes because I knew you were gonna play fucking Chain Energy. So I was ready for this shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, man, that Chain Energy, bro. Oh my god, dude, this card actually fucking just railed me, I think. But the whole strat behind this deck, I don't think was that bad. It was just kind of an extension onto what I've been doing before.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, and you've been seeing so much success with it. I'm not surprised that you kept going because I just have so little removal. I got the 1 Spiritualism you saw last game. I actually got 2 Tornado Birds, which is pretty sick.
I got 0. I was looking for Tornado Bird, and I didn't get any of them. Yeah.
Okay.
I actually ended up cutting the Mask of Darknesses and everything because I didn't have a lot of trap cards. I cut the Time Seal and stuff too. I wish I had more than one of those.
I see. What'd you like swap them out with then?
I swapped them out with. I had to get rid of my Trunade too, which really hurt, man. That was part of my strat. I was just gonna try to like build up a board, and then I was gonna Trunade you and hit you with United We Stand and Mage Power, bro. I got both of them. Yeah.
Oh my! Thank God those weren't torrential. Holy shit.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. But like those were huge. I just figured I could Dark Door you down.
Yep.
And then just at the right point, just stack up all on one guy and just OTK you.
And just dome me. Yep.
Yeah.
That's very easily done in this deck for sure.
I got a lot of really good hollows out of fucking LON, dude. That's not even the best of it, dude. I got more than that. You want to hear what else I got?
Sure.
I got, bro. It's not gonna be in the deck for a while, but take a guess. I want you to take a guess what I got.
Not be in the deck for a while, but it's a hollow. I mean, if you had Torrential, you would have played that no matter what.
Oh yes, 100%.
So I don't think it's that. You're not playing Dark Necrofear again, are you?
No. I think there's only one clear guess, bro. But
if it is, I'm not thinking of it. What is it?
Card of Safe Return.
Yeah,
I got it. I got it in the next to last pack, and I was like, holy shit, I can't play. It's like Painful Choice. Can't play it now.
Yeah.
But it's broken, dude. That card is
especially because you have Reborn and Premature as well. Like, that's not talking like if you get like a Zombie Core later, like with Book of Life and shit, like that card can get nasty very fast.
So I'm looking forward to the point where I can play Painful Choice and Card of Safe Return in the same deck there. Pretty sick. And my wheel was even good to me today, bro. My wheel
What'd you get
was
on the wheel?
Take a look at the graveyard.
No!
I got a secret wild card. And I was like, that's perfect. I was like, oh, man, that's perfect.
Oh, my God.
I had to pick between Io and Jinzo. And you know what? I was like, Io is like one of the most iconic progression series cards. It's going to be good. It was still good like fucking 2 weeks ago when it was legal.
Yeah.
Like, this card's unbelievable.
Fuck. Yeah. So, okay. So the issue I ran into the first game that I didn't want to show you my back row, I had Io set. So right. So the problem is Jinzo and Io like cancel each other out. So I'm like, oh, this is cool. I can summon this Jinzo, but then if I have IO up, I can't fucking attack with Jinzo anyway, because Jinzo's negating the IO, which is negating the sword. So it's just like, oh, this is fucking stupid. So I can summon Jinzo, so I had to spiritualism to get the damage in, which was just dumb.
That spiritualism tech, bro, that was sick. That was a one of you said too? That was sick.
I only pulled one of it. I would have played more if I had it. So here's the thing. We pulled cards like Bait Doll and Nobleman of Extermination, but the problem is those cards don't actually address your traps. They just force you to flip them preemptively. It doesn't actually like do anything to them. So I actually opted not to play any of them and rather would just play cards that are going to like help me just not lose to you or just help me like advance my own board state. But spiritualism is one of the few cards that actually will do something to the board. Like I can bounce a gravity bind for a turn and maybe be able to get some hits in. I could bounce your swords like I did in that first game, and that was enough to actually just seal it up. It's weird that like the spell and trap removal is like so bad that it's even like the little that we have at this point, it's like that's all we got, and it's like still not even good enough in some cases.
Yeah, you're throwing me back to the Dark Ages too. I'm down to, I think, just MST at this point, dude. And I do have Noblemen's of Extermination too, but now we're almost on the same level here. I have the singular spell trap removal, but we're in a world, bro. We don't have True Nade or Heavy, dude. This is a whole new play.
And we have a lot more banned cards to throw. We both have IO, which to be fair is sort of like a way to solve that problem, right? Like, I know your plan this episode was to play this. I didn't know, but I had a hunch that your plan was to play this deck, and then once you were all set, you were going to True Nade, bounce everything back, get in, and then just reset everything. And I was going back and forth between Reborn and True Nade, and I'm like, I think True Nade's the call just because of this specifically. Later down the line, maybe I'll regret not banning Reborn, because now the banning resets, but hopefully by that point, it won't be as big of a deal. You know, Monster Reborn's legal now, and True Nade's still banned, so that should tell you something.
For what it's worth, man, in my opinion, I don't know if it means much to you, but I do think True Nade was the right choice. I do think that one was that card is scary, and it is scary also in the future too, bro. Bouncing stuff back is
premature too, which makes it even scarier. But man, you had IO too. I thought I was gonna be the only one with IO.
I'm just you're not a special snowflake, bro. I gotta get mine.
So did you get the secret wild card, or did you get the Starlight one?
I did. I got the secret wild card. If I got the Starlight wild card, I don't think
that's true. I think there's a much better selection of cards you could have pulled from.
You know what I was actually hoping to get? I feel like this one's not gonna get a lot of play from either of us, but Snatch Steal, I was really hoping to roll Snatch Steal on the wheel, because then I'd give you a secret rare. I don't have any good ones, dude. You'd get like Serpent Night Dragon. Like, enjoy.
Interesting.
But then since we discussed that it has to be of the same rarity, right, to swap, so I would be able to pick up your IO or Jinzo.
That's pretty scary. Hopefully, well, now that you have IO, that's not as scary, but we'll see. So did you have fairy boxes, or did you just not see them?
I did, but I didn't play them. So I was trying to, I didn't play them because I was going for Bog Spirit and like the Dark Door and everything like that too. I was going to actually make it so if you were playing Fairy Box, hopefully the Chain Energy would eat you down, and then paying 5 for your Fairy Box would eat you, and I could get you with you saw this last time.
Minor God, this card's so bad.
It's not good, bro. But it's really not
you
good.
Play shit like Burning Land.
Burning Land? Nah, I don't think Burning Lane was that good.
It's 500 per player every turn. I mean, it's faster. I mean, I don't know if it's faster than Chain Energy, but it just like ups the clock a bit faster.
If this is like actually just like a guaranteed throw in and I totally missed it, I can't wait to get roasted. I ain't trying to take 500, dude.
I mean, you're taking 500 on Chain Energy anyway. You're just, expediting the clock.
Well, I probably shouldn't play the card in the first place, man. I listened to Joseph, and that's what cost me the match. So.
Oh, man. But, it's nice. I'll get to be in the winner's circle for the first time in Season 2. Team Cimo is going to be celebrating tonight. And hopefully we're going to get something that can really start getting us back into this. And
enjoy it, bro. That'll be your only wheel you spin this
What do we got next? Legacy of Darkness, Spirit Monsters. Oh, boy. What could possibly go wrong there?
Oh, exciting, dude. It's going to be easy, bro. Yeah, simple gameplay.
So, guys, that's going to wrap it up for another episode. Let's go ahead and shout out the patrons as always. A big shout to Shout1317, Moto, Cameron Smith, Tim00x3, Ian Musa, Chaotic People, SJ Winchester, Part 2, Pony Stark, Dan the Man Hoban, MBT Play Medolce, Synchro Guy, Ole, Yusuf Asin 05, Mystic Walk, I Ship MBT and CMO, Draconic Rockside, Logan Thomas, Peter Gregory, Thomas Elson, Jordan Coons, Calvin Ironblades and Purist, Jesse True Nergasm, Brother Paul, Chris, So David Lou, Skyrose, Dylan Hunter, John Two Base, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Day Sir, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Hornet, Give Me Speedroid or Give Me Death, Jonah Messenger, Oh My God, guys, please read your cards, CC Gaming, thanks for the sleeves, Dad, Matthew Brady, Diary the Egyptian Editor, Max, Tom Russell, Why read your cards when you can just click buttons, Ben Snatch Seal for Prague 2021, Helios 515, Paint French Girls like one of your MBTs, Black Acre, Say Gage Gang Engage 3 times fast, the entire state of Indiana, D's Cards, MBT fans gaming more than COVID, Simping for Simo, Mark Jackson, Tyler H, Justice for Queen Tiramisu, and Simo's harem of sexy Yugi tubers. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.